Would you look at that?
Got game. I wish I was a ball.
2026 is starting on a crazy high note for animation. We've got billion-dollar sequels, anime hype reaching critical mass, and brand new stories trying to take the crown. Last year, Asian animation dominated. This year, America is fighting back. And somewhere in the future, African and Latino animations finally break through. So today we are ranking the top most anticipated animated movies of 2026. If you like animation, fantasy, and sci-fi breakdowns, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. Let's jump in. Minions 3. Love them or hate them, the Minions print money faster than Gru steals moons. Minions 3 drops July 1st. They're keeping the plot a bit secret from all the trailers that I've seen so far. But to be honest, these yellow chaos goblins always find a way. People call Minions brain rot, but so was Tom and Jerry, and that was legendary. What actually makes Minions work is their weird personalities. Once we realized that they're actually speaking different languages and not just gibberish, our minds were blown. And that accidental leadership structure they have with Mel and crew. Minions The Rise of Gru actually had heart, but the question is, will Minions 3 evolve or just slip into another banana peel? Either way, box office, almost certain that they're eating. We have Toy Story 5. Nobody asked for this, but we will still watch it until they decide that they want to give us a live action remake. Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending. Toy Story 4 existed. Now Toy Story 5, get this, the toys are threatened by an iPad? Translation, technology is the villain. Wow. The theme is obvious. Are toys still relevant? Can the beautiful art of child playtime survive screens? Honestly, that's a smart decision, and Pixar can cook emotionally when they decide to. This might be a lazy cash grab or a surprisingly deep story about growing up again. After Lightyear's big failure, they need redemption. And surely enough, I remember better animated stories about the Space Rangers where Buzz was a leader of a team that were far more exciting, and I expected them to translate that to Lightyear as well. Then we got that, but well, we'll have faith since Toy Story itself has not been mutilated as much. Toy Story 5 is going to be their test. Super Mario 2. This is what we've been asking for. This is the final boss of anticipation. The first movie made over $1 billion. It gave us Jack Black's Bowser, almost giving even Kung Fu Panda's Po version of Jack Black a run for his money. I remember that epic highway of the chimpanzees or the apes that took me on a wild ride. And of course the unexpected twist of the princess being a ninja in her own right. Now Bowser, after he was shrunk down to size, returns with mood swings between rage and romance. I can't believe he's still obsessed with Princess Peach. And the potential villain could be Bowser Jr.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father.
It's giving an Incrediboy type thing with the Incredibles. But that begs the biggest question. Who is the mom? Could it be Peach? Daisy? A secret Copa Queen? Maybe one of the penguins at the beginning? It's riling up my mind to have all the wildest kind of assumptions. Nintendo lore is about to get messy. And from the early trailers, we can already see that it's going to be a bigger world with possible galaxy level chaos. After all, it is called Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario 2 isn't just a sequel. It's Nintendo asking, can animation rival Marvel? I don't know what's with game-related movies and animations making so much money recently. Charlie the Wonder Dog. What if Superman was a dog? Yeah, we already had Crypto as Superman's dog, but why not just another animation about it? Charlie the Wonder Dog dropped on January 16th, and it's giving major Underdog for those who watched it around my age. DC Super Pets, the one with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, and Cats and Dogs, that rivalry movie between a secret agency of both cats and a secret agency of dogs. Charlie is just a normal pet until he's abducted by aliens. Now he can talk.
You spoke! I did?
Lift buses and catch planes falling mid-flight. Meanwhile, the cat gets super intelligence and telekinesis. Now we have best friends,
Okay, I promise.
bitter rivals, and superpowers. Classic animated recipe. It's literally Superman plus Scooby-Doo. It's nice to see how there is a conflict. Charlie desires to save the day, but he also wants to be a good friend to his owner.
I need you.
Hoppers is a trailer I clicked with zero expectations, but 5 seconds later, I was locked in. The story follows Mabel, an impulsive girl who walks into her professor's experiment, a new way to study animals, by transferring human consciousness into a lifelike beaver, which of course she does.
Mabel, be careful!
So now she enters the forest and suddenly realizes she can understand the animal language. She can see their world. She thinks she's finally helping. I don't know why that sounds pretty familiar. Remember the wild robot taking years and years to learn the language of the animals? Or Avatar, the first one before Way of Water and Fire and Ash, where they transferred human consciousness into Pandoran Navi. Mabel rallies the animals to fight back against human expansion and habitat loss. But then she realizes their plan isn't peace. In their words,
Squish the humans!
Yeah! Wait,
just as
why shouldn't we squish one of them?
oops, I hope I didn't squish a bug there. Now she has to fix the chaos she started and stop a full-scale forest war. And I don't think it was gonna end in the forest. As far as I can see, the animals might have an edge in case she introduced them to some human technology. The animation, beautiful. The tone, surprisingly intense. And if Pixar pulls it off, it could be one of the smartest ecological stories they have ever told. It reminds me a bit of Thumbelina, the Barbie version, where instead of a pixie, she was a hidden species of small human. Hoppers drops on March 6th from Pixar after the failure of Elio and the success of Zootopia 2. Pixar is in that dangerous zone where they say, let them cook. Animal Farm. Based on the classic story, the animals rebel against the farmers, but this version adds a twist. They escape just before slaughter, and to add humor to it,
Laughter House!
That sounds awesome. I love to laugh.
they think they are going to a laughter house, and they knock it over and they see it's a...
It's a slaughterhouse.
So their rebellion isn't just political, it's survival. And yes, Seth Rogen is playing a pig again, Fast Pumbaa, now...
All this deliciousness. They want this.
I won't be surprised if we have another one next year. The pigs don't just become human-like on the level of wearing clothes and sleeping in beds, they now drive sports cars into swimming pools, they chase luxury, and they sell out. The villain, a woman running a fully mechanized mega farm that tempts the pigs with much more wealth and power that is possible in a modern era. This version feels less tragic than the live-action one, but still sharp with the satire.
All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Power corrupts, leaders become what they hate, and revolutions can betray themselves. So much for animalism. It's going to be a really high energy movie. I don't think I'll stay in the same position in my seat in the cinema. There has been a running joke in this country about a gentleman who seemed very serious when he was talking about the book. He started with an author and we thought it was going to be
One these poets.
and then it ended up being we were really cracked up. Angel Studios is coming in strong again this year. I did not expect them to go into the animated villain arc. But after the smashing successes of King of Kings and the animated musical of David, which became the highest grossing faith-based animated musical last year, surpassing Prince of Egypt, and both crossing over $80 million, the GOAT movie. What if the GOAT was an actual GOAT? As in greatest of all time? The GOAT drops on February 13th. Ooh, just before Valentine's. I wonder if it's also a Friday 13th. Could be a horror. And it looks like Zootopia meets Spider-Verse energy. A small goat named Will Harris dreams of playing rollerball, or just basketball for animals, dominated by giants. His mom says,
Not just gonna play rollerball, you're gonna change the game.
it's giving Michael Jordan inspiration, right? I remember watching some of the older videos of Michael Jordan and seeing that he was among the shortest members of his team, but guess what? He was 6'6" or 1.98 meters. I'm about 1.7, so even among the smallest, he was pretty big. You already see that it's a masterpiece cooking, because one of the producers is Steph Curry, so prepare for some wild basketball scenes. And it is Sony Animation once again breaking the boundaries, from giving us Spider-Verse, last year K-pop Demon Hunters, and now this. I can tell already from this animation where, especially this ice scene where a guy breaks, it's going to be action-packed, fun-filled, and an amazing watch. We already see that in this movie, Will is going to be an underdog. He will have a great destiny ahead of him, and soon a great legacy to defend. Those always hit. And then there's anime. Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, which we have been waiting for since 2024. Thanks Tate Kubo, or is it Tite Kubo? Whatever. I'm super excited to see Aizen fully unleashed and the big fight between Kenpachi and the Miracle. A much better fight is being cooked between Yuhabaha and Ichigo. Everyone is unleashing their ultimate power and it's going to be a fan fest. Then there's Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. After the big movie dropping in December, I will have to even leave that for another video. And surely I'm waiting for that fight. Gojo versus Sukuna, the Staff of Legend. Will it break the internet, or will it be Ichigo versus Yuhabaha? And an honorable mention, December 18th is going to be the biggest day ever. It's definitely going to bankrupt me. Dune 3, Messiah, and Avengers Doomsday, Avengers vs. the X-Men, are all dropping. Robert Downey Jr. and Chalamet have already started the hype around making it a combined movie culture event, the way Oppenheimer and Barbie was, making it Barbenheimer, and now they want to make it Doomsday. Let's see how well that works out, but I just know my wallet will die, but cinema will live. Animation in 2026 isn't playing safe anymore. And honestly, that's exactly what it needs. If you've enjoyed this list, subscribe to this channel, and I've got deep breakdowns of Avatar, Fire and Ash here, and Zootopia 2 waiting for you right here. From Kampala to animation and anime land, see you all in the next one.